everyone. How are you? Tiffany Robinson here from Beyond RCM here in the state of New York in spring. It's springtime. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's springtime. Thank you so much for checking out our channel today. And if this is your first time joining us, Beyond RCM is a YouTube channel that is geared towards new or aspiring medical billers and coders, giving them knowledge and information to help them start their career journey in this exciting field that I'm happy to be a part of for, I can't believe it's going to be 25 years this year. I've been doing this. That's insane. So if this is your first time checking out our channel, welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, to like our videos, and to hit the notification bell. Like, subscribe, notify, you know, how that whole thing goes. So that way, anytime we put out new content, that you will be the first to know. So today I want to kind of give a little bit of, some motivation. I know typically my videos are geared towards different evolving topics like, certification and how to get your foot in the door and all those great things. But I want to give a little bit of kind of what we say in the church, a testimony. So I am very giddy because, and I'm going to try to show this so my ring light doesn't pop up in the background. But this is my official certification from AApc. I recently, within the past month, finished my clinical documentation expert certification, CDEO certification through AApc. So I am like over the moon, excited to finally be able to accomplish this achievement. This has really been a labor of love. And before I delve into my testimony, now AApc, don't come for me because you might not like what I'm about to say. But I will say that if you look at my other videos, because I am a chapter secretary and, I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers. I always big you guys up, in most instances, because I've used your programs, I've done your workshops, your trainings, and I think that you guys offer very robust options to help MBCs in different realms of certifications. But I just want to say that I was a little underwhelmed by my certificate. I was expecting it to look a little bit more fancy. I tried to get a frame to kind of elevate it, because really outside of the frame, I would just like someone at AApc to consider upgrading what these certificates and certifications look like, because I feel like the certificate I got in the mail was not a reflection of all the hard work that I put in to get this certification. And I just think that it needs a little bit more pizzazz. Okay. So that's that. So I'm over the moon because out of all of the different programs, certifications, even my degrees, out of all of the different educational experiences that I have had, my CDEO certification was probably the hardest. I have actively been working on obtaining this certification off and on since 2020. So yes, people, 3 years I've been working on this. I did the initial training program in 2020, which was like a 12-week course, finished the course, got the certificate of completion, but it was in the middle of the pandemic. So there was a lot of uncertainty going on with me professionally and a lot of things that I had to deal with in my day-to-day life, that it took longer for me to sit the exam than it should have after completing the training. And when I finally sat the exam, I did not pass. I sat this exam multiple times. I'm not going to disclose how much. I sat it multiple times. That's all you need to know. And at one point, the last time that I took the exam, I became extremely discouraged because I had been working on it so hard and was expecting a different outcome. And the last time I didn't pass by 2 points, and I almost threw in the towel. I finally reached out to a couple of individuals within the AApc organization who sat this exam to get their feedback. And some of the biggest takeaways that I got when I reached out for help was that I needed to retrain how I took the exam. I have been an MBC for pretty much all of my career. I've been a medical biller encoder. And when you're a medical biller encoder, you kind of look at things through a certain lens. You look at it from a billing and a coding perspective. And I will never forget what one of the chapter leaders told me, shout out to Brenda Stevens, when I reached out to her just to kind of get some insight on how I should prepare to take the exam again. The biggest piece of advice that she gave me is she said, when you sit this exam, you cannot sit this exam from the perspective of a medical biller encoder. You have to sit the exam from the perspective of an auditor. You have to think like an auditor when you sit this exam. So you have to be able to differentiate looking at a medical record as a coder versus looking at a medical record as a clinical documentation expert and auditor. And when she gave me that piece of insight, it kind of turned a light bulb on in my mind. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense, because oftentimes when I sat the exam, I would rely on my MBC background and not necessarily look at it as an auditor. So when I sat the exam last month again, I was literally able to differentiate the questions where they were trying to trip me up with that very thought process in mind, and just being able to reset my brain to look at things differently was what I needed to give me that push to get me over the finish line. So I am over the moon ecstatic, and I just wanted to put this video out here because I know oftentimes I come from the perspective of someone who has a lot of working experience in this industry, really motivating MBCs, especially my newbies, because really this channel is for the newbies, to just, don't give up, hang in there. And oftentimes it's easy for someone who has an established career to say that, but it's not so easy to receive it as someone new coming into the industry that's really having a difficult time getting their feet wet in this industry. But I want to encourage you once again, because the advice that I give on this channel is literally advice that I myself have to take. There were moments where I didn't even want to take this exam again. I was just so annoyed because it's a long exam. It was previously 6 hours. It's now 4 hours. And I didn't feel like cramming. I have a very busy career. I have a family, and I was just like, I'm not doing this again. And I really had to push myself and say, no, you're going to do this again. I literally took this exam the day before my voucher was about to expire, because I said, I've spent too much money on this. Y'all not going to get my free exam. I'm going to take this exam. And it was literally at the 11th hour that I took the exam and I passed. So the advice that's given on this channel is not advice that I myself am not willing to take. So I just wanted to encourage someone. Maybe you've taken exams before, certification exams, and you didn't pass. Maybe you applied for a position that you didn't get, and it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the 8th time. I just wanted to put this video out here to encourage you. Do not give up. Do not give up on your goals. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on you. You get knocked down, you get up, you dust yourself, and you go back out there again, because I did that, and it didn't happen overnight, but it happened, and I am so, so, so excited. So to anyone watching this video, maybe you got knocked down. Maybe you got a result that you weren't looking for. Maybe you're just tired. You're tired of being told no. Lick your wounds, dust yourself off, get back out there, and keep going at it. I have a really great quote that I keep on my wall, and it's from the late great Maya Angelou, and it says, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." So that's something to live by. So again, I just wanted to put this out here to encourage someone. I will be putting out a RCM roundup soon, but I just wanted to give somebody a pep talk today. Sometimes you need a pep talk, but pretty soon you will be getting a new RCM roundup from us. So don't worry, I'm gonna get back to putting the content out that you guys really want to hear, but I think somebody may have really wanted to hear this today. So thank you so much for taking the time to check out this quick video. Again, my name is Tiffany Robinson. I get the honor of being the owner of Beyond RCM, Revenue Cycle Management. Again, if you have checked out our channel, if this is your first time and you want to get more great information and resources that's relevant to medical billing and coding and revenue cycle management, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm going to see you guys really soon. AApc, y'all call me about revamping this, okay? All right, guys, take care.